Good friend of mine, he's an OG, he's my dog, he's my dude. He's from New York, but he lives in Boston, and he's a good friend of mine. He's been doing comedy for a long time. Him and I got history. Y'all give it up for my man, Big Mo!
Yeah. What's going on? Make some noise up in here. Springfield, make some noise. Y'all in the back over there, make some noise. Come on, to me, hear some noise from you up. Give it on, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, good on, DJ. Springfield, how y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling good? I mean, he said, hell yeah. You motherfucking right. Glad to be out here. Glad to be doing something for real. Cause when the pandemic started, you know, I was just locked up with my fiance, and we got married during the pandemic. No bullshit. I got married on August 7th. Yeah. No, fuck her. She got on my motherfucking nerve. I found myself on Tinder trying to find her side nigga. I would drop her off and pick her up in 2 days. I need a motherfucking break. For real. Yo, the funny thing, the good thing about this shit, cause you know, working from home, is that you ain't got to go to work and talk to the motherfucker with the bad breath. You know that one motherfucker at work with bad breath, and he want to talk to everybody? You know, I walk in, and they want to run right up to me. Mo, what's going on? It's like my head is playing dodgeball with his breath. I'm trying to ignore that shit. He's like, Mo, what's up? Like, I ain't doing shit. You good? Yeah, I just got in. And then he don't want to leave. He want to ask me more questions. So at that point, I just try to blow his breath back at him. He like, yo, what you doing for lunch? Well, I haven't decided yet. Then the motherfucker still don't want to leave. So at that point, you try to wave his breath back at him. He be like, yo, you want to go hang out after work? Like, look, I got shit to do. I'll talk to your ass later. Word up. So, yo, anybody here ever get a collect call from a motherfucking jail? You know them collect calls from jail? You know the part where they supposed to say their name? You can have a full conversation with this motherfucker and never even accept the charges. You at home minding your business. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? You have a collect call from... Y'all just stand on the corner at the Suffolk County House of Corrections. To accept this call, press 0. 10 minutes later, ring, 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 ring. Hello? You have a collect call. Yo, the bell on 150 at the Suffolk County House of Corrections. To accept this call, press 0. 20 minutes later, ring, 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 ring. Hello? You have a collect call. If you ain't got the money, go see my sister at the Suffolk County House of Corrections. To accept this call, press 0. 2 weeks later, ring, 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 ring. Hello? You have a collect call. It's some bullshit. You know you could have at the Suffolk County House of Corrections. To accept this call, press 0. So if you was paying attention to the news just before the pandemic happened, just before, you know, George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter got strong, the government had just found out there's an opiate problem in America. February 2020, the government found out there's an opiate problem in America. I don't know about y'all, but around my way, we call them dope fiends. So my man was talking to me about it, and he was like, they should take all the dope fiends, lock them up in jail, and kill them. I was like, damn. Yeah. But then I started thinking about it. How do you give a dope fiend a lethal injection? This motherfucker get off the table like, It's all right, baby. I'm in here for the rest of my life. You know what? I can do it. Y'all gonna hit me in the morning with a wake up? You know, I'm from an era when we celebrate something, you send out cards. Remember that you put a card in the mail? Remember your birthday, you couldn't wait to get a card in the mail from your grandmother or your aunt with that little money in it, that little $5 and shit. You know, and back then, Hallmark was the best. The commercial said it. When you cared to send the very best. But Hallmark went out of business. And I think Hallmark would have lasted because it's easy to call somebody and say, happy birthday, Merry Christmas. You know, Hallmark needed to make a card for shit that's hard to say, but a motherfucker just need to know. Like your breath stinks by Hallmark. Baby, open-toe shoes are not for you by Hallmark. This one can be used by man or woman. Look, I'm not going down because there's a smell hanging around by Hallmark. Y'all feeling good so far? Y'all feeling all right to me? You say, yeah? That's right. So, I'm a chef by trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, my main job other than comedy is I'm a cook. I went back to school when Obama was in office. He convinced me to go back to school so I can get a job too. You know, and then, because it's like, I'm 53, I just turned 53. You know, and it's feel like no matter what you want to do in life, if you haven't done it, do it. Because you're never too old. That's my motto. Hey, you're never too old. You know, I went back to school. Now, I was a pretty good cook. I didn't know all that fancy shit. So the first day of school, the chef was like, he opened the cabinet, he said, go get whatever spices you're used to using. Now, all these kids, they going to get thyme and rosemary and all these exotic shit. What a nigga like me get? Salt, pepper, and Lowry's. Right? But I learned about that shit because, hey, you're never too old. Chef came in one day, he's like, look, I want y'all to make me an elevated grilled cheese. Back then, I didn't know about all the good cheese. We got like brie cheese, mascarpone cheese. I only know 2 motherfucking cheeses, white and yellow. But I learned about it because, hey, you're never too old. You know, but I was cooking my ass off, and at the end of the class, it was 12 of us that graduated. The other 11 were white kids. So right now, there's 11 white kids walking around in this world that really know how to make macaroni and cheese. Now, I was talking about my wife earlier. I love my wife. The funniest thing about my wife, when she come home from work, is watching her get out that motherfucking bra. I don't know what it is about you women, when y'all get home from work, don't say shit until I take this. Y'all act like you 12 years a slave with that motherfucking bra on. Y'all get so motherfucking good with it, you don't even have to take your shirt off. You be like, click, boom, boom, and pull it through the shirt. My wife be talking to her titties like they free. Like, you ain't got to worry about it no more. You's free, man. You's free. And she get to scratching up on her titties. Woo! I swear to God. You know, if you look at the streets, they always talk about gangs, bad gangs are bad. These gangs ain't shit. The baddest gang out here is the motherfucking cable company. Comcast is the baddest gang in the country. Comcast will remove a channel and don't even fucking tell you. You pay for some shit you don't even have. Now, if you look like y'all watch the same shit I watch, you wake up, you want to watch Power. You turn on Stars. You ain't got Stars no more. Then they hit you with the shit on the TV screen, the message. In order to subscribe, call blah, blah, blah. You call up. You like, where's my Stars? It was in my contract. They like, Stars didn't renew their contract with us. Fuck that. I renewed my contract with you. Give me my Stars. Then they hit you with the bullshit. Well, for $6.99 a month, we'll give you Stars. But wait, then they want to give you a bullshit channel you ain't gonna never watch. We'll give you Stars and PBS Plus. The fuck is PBS Plus? Who's watching PBS Plus? What's on PBS? What's that behind the scene with Big Bird? In the can with Oscar? Yo, before I go, I know that we talk about Black Lives Matter. I want to talk about the one life that matters that nobody wants to talk about. Fat lives matter. That's right, I said it. Fat lives matter. And fat people get discriminated against all the fucking time. Ain't no big and tall at the Louis Vuitton shop. Ain't no plus size at the Gucci store. I want to wear some of that Gucci shit. Fat lives matter. And people talk to me real disrespectful. You know who talk to us the worst? People in the fast food industry. I'm in McDonald's. I'm like, let me get a Big Mac. This little girl gonna lean over and say to me real disrespectful, "Sir, would you like another Big Mac for $1? You fucking right I will. Fat lives matter. I went to Burger King. I'm like, let me get a Whopper. Once again, I got disrespected. "Sir, would you like 2 for $5? 2 for $5, fuck that. Give me 4 for $10. Fat lives matter." You know fat lives matter because when Popeyes came out with that chicken, they didn't even have a commercial. They just had a bunch of fat motherfuckers online eating it. Fat lives matter. Look, that's my time. I'm gonna turn it over to your host, Darryl Roseman. Y'all be cool.